Speaking of things being different, stream started.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hello. Also, I love what you've drawn, Chris, and what you're drawing, Cheap. Absolutely, yes.
I saw the early version of Cheeb's one.
Absolutely.
I'm
Yes.
looking
So
forward to zooming out.
it's very good, yes. As is correct. As it should be.
You're welcome.
Yep.
Get him.
Hello and welcome to stream shortly after me posting something and saying I wasn't very happy, and everybody disagreed.
Yes.
You
Correct,
said
'cause it was
something
good.
untrue, and we need to
We needed
say
to
how
correct you.
untrue it is. Yes, exactly.
Violently and with affection.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. It's the only way we'll get through to you, so.
Yeah. Apparently.
So here we go.
Also, I love Preacher. Bear. Preacher is good.
Creature. Oh man.
Love
Aw,
artistic
man.
beauty. I will join drawing in a bit. I am finishing up folding laundry.
No, where is?
But I need to join for chit chats and also to yell at Chris. But
It's
Always yell at Crest.
That's reasonable.
yes.
I would have replied, but I spent too long looking for a
No.
decent running away gif and I couldn't find one.
That's fair. No, that's fair.
Yeah, get wrecked.
You spent too long looking for a runaway gif. You didn't run away, and Cheap got you and beat you up with a newspaper. That was your mistake.
You know, now that I've drawn this artsy cat, I realize I don't really know why paint palettes are shaped like a weird bean.
You can get your hand in there.
Yeah, you hold it there. Yeah.
So it's like a big. So basically, sort of wraps around your hand, so your hand's sort of closer to the center of gravity. So it's easier to hold for a long period of time.
Okay.
Yeah.
See, anytime I've ever done any sort of painting, it's never been a thing where I've had like a standing, where I've been standing with paint palette in hand. It's mostly been I have a thing to the side, but that's also partially because most of the painting I've done was as a child, and that was with watercolors, because you don't trust small children with oils or acrylics. And watercolors are easier to wash out of the carpet.
This is true. Yeah.
And then I grew up and realized that watercolors are one of the harder ones to work with as far as a medium of painting, and I'm just kind of like, oh, I see.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty difficult, yeah. And it is
And cheaper, yes.
Yeah, that too. Yes, much cheaper.
Many benefits.
But also very tricky, yeah.
Anyway, yes, hello, cat. Sorry, I didn't say hello earlier. Hello.
Hi, cat. Hello. And anybody else who's lurking or watching VOD or whatever. Hello, all.
I like how Cheeb is going over this a second time, so it's not just sketch, it's also...
No,
I need to make it clear.
It's very clear.
Crystal clear. No, even more clear.
Even more clear, Chris.
It's not clear enough yet.
Also, I really like the way you draw the past. Nice angle.
Yeah. And I love the motion of the newspaper. and your arm. These are very good. All of it.
Here we go.
It is dynamic.
Yeah.
I know the lines on it are meant to be like words on a newspaper, but it does look like, because they look concentric, it looks like you're hitting me with a smaller parsnip.
It does a little bit, yeah.
Which also works.
Might also be the case.
Yes. Excellent.
Picked up one of the parsnips from the plant command and
There
they're
we
just
go.
talking you with it.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's how I'm starting this stream personally.
Oh, fuck yeah.
On a positive note.
Yeah.
Usually start with a cat, but you know, this is the energy I'm bringing in today.
Mhm. No. This is good. This is as it should be. Yes.
Misapproves.
Good.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Hi, miss.
Hey, man. That's how we show love with the newspaper.
Indeed.
How is me?
I miss having fun with your new bad book.
I hope you're enjoying it. You seem to be enjoying it.
Are you
Yeah.
enjoying Charmed 2001?
It really does sound like Charmed, yeah.
That I could just envisage everything that was written in that book in like
Yeah.
soft focus, brown tinted lens.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
I mean, I'm mostly just hoping Miss is enjoying bad book, because like I said, there's been multiple
Yeah.
bad books where I'm sitting here going, Miss, are you enjoying reading this, or are you just reading it out of spite?
Yeah.
Oh,
I
yes. What's to eat?
yeah, please take care of yourself. Absolutely. Eat.
Realized I hadn't eaten since this morning. Miss, that's very concerning. Because if I'm sitting here at the current time going, oh, I haven't eaten anything since this morning, that just means, oh, I forgot to get lunch. For you guys, that's lunch and dinner.
Mm-hmm. Also, in your defense, I do get that. I frequently forget to eat meals. Just because I don't get hungry that easily. And when I do get hungry, I'm starving because, yeah, I forgot to eat. And it's been a while since I had my last meal. So I get that. But also, yes, please take care of yourself.
I need to win the
Excellent.
lottery I don't play so that I can buy the massive house for us all to live in so that I can remind you all to eat.
Yeah. I'm working on it.
Then I can whack you with a newspaper.
That's the
Exactly.
reasonable compensation.
But I also realize it is a problem I need to work on, and I am working on it. So yeah.
Don't have to worry about me. There have
Yes,
been a couple of times where I've quote unquote missed a meal, but it was either because I was lost in the sauce of working on something, looked up and went, oh, it's 2:00 already. I should get
fair.
lunch like an hour ago.
Yeah.
Or it was an unexpected meeting has come up. Wonderful. I'm going to have to get lunch later then.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm in the same club as you, Ragdoll, when it comes to that. I don't think I've ever forgotten a meal. I've definitely been late to a meal and been like, I probably should have eaten an hour earlier or something, but not forgotten.
That's a good thing. That's a very good thing. And I'm trying to. I don't know why I forget, but I just do, and it's not a good thing that I forget. Partly because it's good to have 3 meals a day or snacks if that's not enough, or if you don't get 3 meals a day, snacks throughout the day and stuff. Because I am also anemic, and I have in the past passed out because I didn't eat enough.
Yeah, that's no good.
So I
Also-
should and before I do anything strenuous like yard work or shoveling snow or anything, I do make sure to eat beforehand nowadays because I have in the past passed out during such activities because I didn't eat beforehand. And my brother will like remind me to eat beforehand as well. And I try to have snacks around me. I just forget to eat them sometimes, frequently. So yeah, it is something I'm working on. And we'll
Also,
continue
apparently,
to
Mystic
try to
Book
work
was
on.
written in 2010, which
Yes.
doesn't surprise me.
No, it
and still doesn't
definitely has like a
negate the-
2010s vibe.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, it has
but
that vibe.
also
the-
like this feels like someone who grew up watching Charmed and is now
Yeah.
writing books.
Yeah. It very much
Yeah.
has the bogus feel of like, it's, the 2010s. Just toss in whatever the fuck. Yes, here's fairies. Yes. Werewolves. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean,
All
as
the random tattoos. Yes,
And
cool.
phoenixes and yeah.
as the creator of October and Co, who did watch Charmed growing up, I feel called out a bit. Just throw in all the
And you're
monsters. Why
valid.
not?
Yeah,
Yeah.
just toss them in.
But also,
mean-
October and Co is very fun.
At least your monsters are like actual monsters. One thing that I've noticed with a lot of some of the like romance / erotica books that I've sometimes read where it's kind of like, oh, there's otherworldly creatures here. I'm just kind of like, no, it's not. This is just a dude that you slapped blue paint onto.
That
Like-
actually reminds me of. I saw a video earlier today of someone describing a gacha game that they'd been playing,
Mm-hmm.
in which like the characters are horse squirrels. In
Oh boy.
the
Oh.
sense that they're anime girls with, like horse ears and a horse tail, and that's
yeah,
it.
Okay.
I thought that's where you're going.
I
yeah.
mean,
Okay.
But
I've seen the
thing
alternative.
is, the gameplay. Yes, but the gameplay is that they do horse races. So you just have these anime girls with horse tails and like horse ears, just sprinting across like a horse track.
You know what the
Incredible.
funny thing is? If this is the game I'm thinking of, I believe it's based off of an anime or manga, and the funniest detail that I know about of that manga, I've not read it myself, I just sort of see it floating around, is apparently canonically in that universe, the kanji for horse is different.
Oh,
Of course
is
it is.
it?
So apparently a lot of kanji in both Chinese and Japanese, because they steal things from each other, is very shape based. Like it's very much it started out as a pictogram and then became more abstract over time. So
Mhm.
the symbol for horse has 4 little ticks at the bottom, apparently to represent the horse legs. And in this anime universe, since horses are 2-legged waifus, it now just has 2.
Of course.
Interesting. I like that. That's very funny.
And I'm just
yeah.
kind of like,
Naturally.
yes,
It's
beautiful.
world building.
Excellent. I like that world building. Yes.
So does that?
But yeah,
Does that
yeah,
mean
I'll,
there
I'll
aren't
see
any-
things where I'm just kind of? It's just kind of like you just slapped some extra bits onto a human and called it good. Like
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
robots, especially. Like there's some things where it's just kind of like, yeah, this is just a dude. This is just a dude.
Yeah.
Which, if you want that, fine, but I find that kind of boring.
Mm-hmm.
Meanwhile, on the flip side, there's a again more on the erotic side, BL
Yeah.
story that I've read through where one of the characters is they're called something else in this universe, but that's because it's like magical androids instead of like sciencey androids. But it's the same idea, artificial construct programmed. But
Mhm.
it's really interesting because he'll do these, like, most of the time he's just like really happy-go-lucky, really likes cute things, though has questionable ideas of what's considered cute. Just really energetic, wants to learn all sorts of stuff guy. But he was programmed initially as like an assassin android, and the reason he's like that is basically a previous sorcerer guy sort of like stuck a bunch of magic in him and like sort of short-circuited some of that, so now he's just kind of like, ooh, butterflies. Except for when things get real, and he literally turns off his emotion processor so he could like hone in and focus on that stuff, and it's like, that's cool. That's neat.
Murderbot wishes they could do that.
Yeah, Murderbot wishes.
I like
Oh
that.
god, now I want to see Blade and Murderbot in the same room. They would... Murderbot would probably just, like, want to try and eject themselves from their skin.
Yeah, no, and if it could, it would turn off its emotions immediately. Oh, I love that.
Yeah, I mean, the fun thing is, it's like, it's not that he turns them off completely, because it's like, it's very clear that his priority is always, gotta make sure that Darling and the others are okay. That's, like, priority number one. But, like,
Of course, yeah.
the external parts of the emotions, it's like, right, cool, gotta turn that off so we can deal with this nonsense right here. And yeah, it's like, there's more interesting things there, instead of just, it's some guy who has an email address attached to their brain. I guess. So yeah, it's like, oh, we've got fairies and wolves and whatnot. It's like, yeah, no, this is just a dude. This is just a dude. Which, I mean, you can sometimes do. Like, there's a webcomic I enjoy called How to Be a Werewolf, where, yeah, all of the werewolves are also just people, but, like, also in this universe, it is, you are either born a werewolf or bit and get turned into a werewolf, typical thing. So, like, they're people, but also there's a lot of little things where it's like, oh, that's a little funky.
Yeah.
Especially for the ones that were born werewolves and grew up in werewolf packs. They're just a little odd. But if your Fae aren't doing some Fae nonsense, why are they even Fae?
Yeah, exactly.
True.
Yeah.
There was one of the why am I bringing this up? Nobody knows what it is. I haven't done it yet. But writing October
Bring up
Noir,
whatever.
when writing October Noir, I
go
wanted to
for it.
write a mystery involving all of these sort of monster characters. But I wanted my sort of main point going in was the fact that their monsters should matter. You shouldn't be able to just replace these with human characters and it work perfectly fine. You should integrate the fact that these aren't human. They have their own sort of thing going on.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So if I ever finish that, by which I mean if I ever start that, you'll might see what I mean.
We'll hear about it.
And I mean, there are some situations where, from a practical standpoint, you can only do so much. So, like, with Charmed, as in the TV show, it's a live-action show with human actors.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
Yes. Correct, yeah.
there's only so much you can do. And, like, with Buffy and Angel and all of that stuff over there, it's like, oh, they're vampires. Yeah, they're also just that they're actors. They are actors. It's like, it's a demon. It's a human man playing a demon. There's only, and since it's a serial show weekly most of the time, there's really only so much again, it was in the 2000s, there's only so much you can do to, like, change up what they look like. Fine. Fair. But this is a book.
The whole of your imagination
Yeah, that's fair.
as a costume department.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Right. And I look forward to any October noir stuff when you get to it. But
So do
also,
I.
no rush, no worries, no fear.
They'll work out how I should do it.
God, and my brain is and now my brain is still stuck on the idea of Blade and Murderbot meeting up, because Murderbot is just the most introverted introvert to ever introvert, and Blade is the most extroverted extrovert to ever extrovert. And
That does, yeah. That sounds fun. Or a nightmare, either or both. I don't know.
I mean, I'm sure Blade is going to have a wonderful time.
Yeah, Blade's gonna have a fantastic time. Murderbot wants to die.
What draw? I had only one idea coming in mind coming to the stream that shows.
I'm glad you added hearts.
Yeah,
Yes.
no, it's with love.
It is with love.
It is
But
with
I am
love,
gonna
yes.
whack you so hard.
Absolutely. You are gonna get a concussion, but it's with love.
It's full with love, but also.
Love and violence.
Yeah.
Yet perceived, idiot.
Mm-hmm. Correct.
Don't know. In answer to your question, don't know. Did we talk about anything that we were gonna draw in the week? Did we talk in the week
I
about
mean,
anything?
in previous streams, it's been brought up of drawing characters and memes, but I don't know what memes people were thinking of and what characters.
For around. Would
magic in a phoenix's talons neutralize the magic in a tattoo?
Huh.
Well,
I mean,
I guess if the tattoo was made with magic.
I don't. Well, for one, is there magic in their talons? Two, does this person know how tattoos work?
Yeah, I'm having a bit of. I mean, I guess it works in the sense that the person will be torn to shreds.
There's no talon.
Because, like, the way tattoos work is kind of funny and a little stupid if you think about it. Because basically, ink gets injected into the area and absorbed by a cell there. And as some of you may be aware, cells eventually die, and you would think, oh, so that means it's going to go away, right? No, the next cell that comes in just absorbs it again, and it just stays there. Because human bodies are stupid.
They're magical. And that's the magic they're trying to get rid of. We use lasers, they use phoenix.
I love, without context, just the sentence. Someone had found out long ago that Johnny was the dumb lip. But I have no idea what that is. But it's it doesn't even sound cool. The dumb lip.
Oh yeah, I remember reading that.
Yeah. reading that.
Dom
Yeah,
Lop.
made
Looks
me-
like an anagram.
Good old Johnny is the dumb loop.
It's an anagram of
Mhm.
plum nod. Or the plum don. Mafia of the fruit and veg.
Yes.
I mean, the fun thing is, I find, is the sentence after that is whoever it was had magically locked his power into various tattoos on his body because, those two things go together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
You're the plum don. You can do a lot.
Yeah, of course.
Werewolf named Todd. Why is that? What's wrong with that? Yeah, funnily enough, actually, Bear's talking about a hedgehog with tattoos is unrelated to the tattoo conversation. That is a coincidence.
What is Bear talking about then?
They need to draw a hedgehog with tattoos, and it came up in conversation before, and it reminded me that I also, at some point, need to draw a hedgehog with tattoos.
Okay,
So,
sure.
I may do that
Okay,
after.
well, draw a hedgehog with tattoos then.
I have to look at my note to know specifically how to draw.
Like, considering I already have the context of, like, werewolves existing in this book, like, it sounds like they were trying to go for, like, faux Latin, like lupus, and, like,
Mhm,
dom is probably,
yeah.
like, something like dominant or whatever. But
Yeah, my guess
it's
is
just the
dominant, yeah.
worst shortening you could have chosen, because it
Domlup.
just...
Oh, dominant lupine or
Domlup.
something. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Domlup. It's a brand of tire, isn't it?
Like, I cannot imagine someone saying it with a serious face, you know? Like, we found out that you are the dumb loop.
Domlup.
Anyway,
Oh, mention of Ozzy
They
Osbourne.
need a
then.
winged pentacle.
Huh?
Yeah, they do mention Ozzy Osbourne. Yeah.
they need a winged pentacle on its head.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, the winged
Like-
pentacle is a bit odd to me as well.
Ozzy
Just-
Osbourne.
I had to look up what a pentacle was in the first place, and it didn't clarify, like,
It's
whatever.
pentagram, but pointing up. Pentacle, I think. Points.
Yeah.
No, the pentagram points down.
Yeah, it's a Wicca thing.
Mhm.
There's a couple of different variations depending on, but yeah, it's 5-pointed star usually in a circle.
That looks like such a shitty band logo.
Yeah. Yep.
Sounds like something MJ would say to deliberately embarrass a werewolf.
I just-
I'll keep that.
So you're the dumb
make it
Luther,
smaller
right?
in the corner or something.
I saw the mention in the book of Ozzy Osbourne's "Bark at the Moon." And I'm like, oh, that's a nice Ozzy Osbourne reference. Like he's just done his last gig and all that sort of stuff. That's a nice timing. Didn't read on and see that like this is what the werewolves use as their ringtone for each other. It's like, we're werewolves, bark at the moon. We're clever. We're so
Yeah.
smart.
I mean, to be
So
fair,
clever.
I know a couple of people who have that sort of humor.
Yeah.
God, that
But yeah.
that sentence is just being hit over the head with a brick. Like, how obvious. You don't want the reader to make the connection. No.
I'm showing that one on stream.
Oh wow. Oh jeez. Oh.
It's giving very much like, he called me blank because my name is blank. Like,
I'm glad you're having fun. Also, I'm pretty sure, isn't this the doctor that keeps getting mentioned here? Still a vet, right? But has like
Yeah.
human-sized IV bags and like gauze strips and.
Yeah, apparently they're a vet, but they have all the stuff, yes.
Who better to treat a werewolf
Because-
than a vet? It's like, I don't know, a doctor?
It's-
It's still kind of
exactly.
mostly human.
He's a whole vet.
I don't know. someone who also treats people,
No.
I mean, to be like in a weird way. I mean, so yeah, obviously, like, oh, we've got a vet dealing with the werewolf is a little weird, but in a weird sense, if you've got like, I almost it would depend on the vet, but if you've got a vet who deals with like a large variety of animals, they might be better at dealing with. We've got someone with strange anatomy, if only because their tools have a wider range of things they could be used for, instead of just this is only useful for a regular human-sized person, and it's like, cool, we need to get into a large creature or a small creature.
I'm sorry. They can't take him to the hospital because they'll take him to the fucking
A
human dog pound.
Okay.
Right, okay, that's...
Just-
Where racism?
So
Yeah,
then, okay.
I would have respected this better if it was the only person we know who will keep the only person that we know who we know will keep quiet is the vet, and or God, the human doctors are not going to have the tools needed for this weirdly shaped creature. We need someone who's used to just dealing with biology nonsense.
Mm-hmm. Like, yeah, I do agree there's valid reasons for, like, a vet to be, like, the, like, medical character in a supernatural story when it comes to, like, werewolves and other, like, supernatural creatures. I didn't think this would be the reason, and it's just so funny, because they know about werewolves then, and to the point that they have state shelters.
Yeah, if this was currently they are in the shape of a dog, it looks weirder if I take this person to the vet than the hospital. Sensible. If it was, I am not aware that this is a person and not a dog. Also sensible. And then the things I mentioned before of like, we need someone who's used to dealing with weird bodies.
But no, they like know there's werewolves. They know if just a person comes in and they can get enough information that it's a werewolf, and they just send them off instead of treating them, because that's how hospitals work.
Mm-hmm.
uh, the God, what? Absolutely insane. Just every doctor in every hospital knows what a werewolf is like, and immediately upon knowing that, they will transfer them to a state shelter instead of treating them. Just they might be bleeding out for all they know, but instead of treating them, they're gonna immediately send them over.
I mean, the fun thing is, as someone who knows a couple of nurses, including one of my cousins, if you're at the hospital, so obviously this varies from place to place, but in the US at least, it's like there's unless it's clearly this person is a danger to themselves and others, they're not saying shit.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
also that, like, they can. I don't think they're allowed to do that.
No, they're not. No.
Anyway. Oh,
Oh,
God.
mouths are so hard. How do you draw mouths?
I'm literally rediscovering that as we speak. I'm changing the way I draw mouths over the past week or so.
I mean, it doesn't help that the mouth I'm trying to draw is I'm trying to doodle Blade, and he's got like shark teeth instead of regular teeth on account of magical assassin android. But not usual, because like I said, he's very happy-go-lucky and just very friendly. So he's just like smiling all the time, and it's like, ah, yes, you're smiling shark teeth. Okay, Blade, watch what you're
Yeah.
nibbling on.
Mhm.
Who are you drawn, Bear?
Some members of
Bears
the pack
do
have
an ab
volunteered to
study?
fight at
Ab
Johnny's
studies?
side.
Yeah, I thought just
Yeah.
random app study, but then I saw,
Yeah.
specific like ear, and I thought, oh, maybe
Yeah.
this is the character.
Yeah. who
Oh,
is it?
no one. Okay, cool. Just a guy. Cool.
Just a guy with pointy ears.
A basis
Yeah, why
for
not?
abs. Eat.
Fair enough.
Go on studies, having fun.
Nor I said
times.
anything.
Hi, Cat. You came back to good writing.
Yeah.
You came back to excellent writing. No notes whatsoever.
I don't think
Maybe
they
a
did.
few notes.
Maybe a
Mhm.
couple notes, specifically when it comes to medical care, but
Yeah.
Right. I still don't know what to do. My brain's empty.
That's fair.
Okay, well, let's draw.
Okay, well, that's close enough.
Gonna give him a chest tattoo. Yeah. Please give him all the tattoos that have been mentioned in the book so far. There. Just
Yeah,
Yeah.
also the tattoos around the eyes bit, when you put that in,
Oh
had
yeah,
me
yeah, those
thinking a bit.
tattoos too.
Because
Forgot
again,
about those.
so what you've posted here of like, oh, using magic to make the tattoo, reverse the tattoos, that has me questioning them if they understand how tattoos work in like a technical sense. But the tattoos around the eyes has me wondering if they know how tattoos work in like a practical sense of like how you get them.
I don't think so. I don't think they know
Probably
anything.
not,
I'm
no.
gonna be fair.
Yeah.
I think they're just going, oh my god, this is cool. Like,
Yeah, the rule of
full
cool or badass.
2011 mood of just,
Yeah, exactly.
what if this was actually really cool and edgy?
Like,
Yes.
And let's not think about it.
I know tattooed on makeup, quote unquote, is a thing, but usually
is.
that's like the lips for whatever reason, which also sounds horrifying to me.
Yeah.
Hmm.
It does, rather.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what else am I doodling? Oh yeah, eyebrows. That's the other one I was aware of. Eyebrows and lips.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
Stuff around the eyes, though, like where the eyelids are, that sounds horrifying and dangerous. Yeah, brows, I don't think that would be as much of a problem, but that's also because I know, like, it's a thick bit of skin there, and it's not that delicate. Lips, tattooed lipstick has me shuddering because there's a lot of nerves right there in your lips.
Yeah.
Ew.
Absolutely, yeah.
You come into this chat, saying, "What did I just walk in on?" And then you start saying things like that.
I don't see the problem with it, Chris.
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying there's a problem.
I think Cat is raising valid concerns.
Absolutely, yes.
I mean, I know people do tattoo delicate regions down there, but those also have me sitting there squinting and going, why would you even? Because again, one, way too many nerve endings.
Mhm.
Two, it's body art that you're not going to be able to show off in polite company ever. Period. Three, the healing process of that is going to be so awkward.
Mhm. Yeah.
Apparently a dragon got cut in half in the last book.
Sure.
Well, this is a sequel.
Yeah.
This
I
was the
didn't
second
realize it was a
attempt.
sequel.
And a beholder lost its... Why does the beholder have legs?
It doesn't. That's the problem.
Well, it
I
doesn't
lost
anymore, so I think that problem
Yeah.
got solved.
Yep.
Quote to Beholder. Quote. It was a night guard. Was it okay? I mean, it's looking good.
The rabbit tattoo is adorable. Bear.
Oh, I love that. Yeah. And I
New
love the
character
little smiley
unlocked.
face on the tentacle. Perfect.
Yeah.
Can't
No,
wait
it's
for Theo
perfect.
Miles to meet this guy.
Oh no, this is clearly a friend of Jesse, right?
Yeah.
The rabbit. Or Liv, maybe. Oh, speaking of.
Hell yeah.
Blonde boys who need therapy.
Yeah, I saw a post. There was the only reason to make a male character in a horror game have blonde hair is to indicate that they need therapy. And I thought, huh.
Yeah.
Not wrong.
Then I thought about my OC. Thought, huh.
But are they in horror games?
No, not yet.
I mean, Mal has been.
Well, yeah, true.
True.
Also, I like how boys is spelt with an I.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, otherwise it couldn't include Tob.
Yes, exactly. Boys with an I is gender neutral.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Them's the rule.
Mm-hmm.
Unless, of course, you don't want them to be, in which case you do your own thing.
Mhm.
October only sorta needs there. October has January's count. It's fine. Mel doesn't mind being blonde, he just prefers being blue. Only in terms of
I
I
hair.
feel
I
like
think I have
Depression.
blonde characters other than Atlas, but Atlas doesn't need therapy. Atlas is the therapy.
Yes, Atlas is
I'm
very much.
guessing
different.
Jupiter isn't naturally blonde.
Jupiter is a weird case.
I mean, that could be said about any particular feature.
I feel like Mal would find that the main benefit to being a blonde is that it's easier to do the dyeing process
yeah.
for the rest of the colors. 'Cause,
Yeah.
like, everyone I know who has darker hair who likes to dye their hair, it's just a whole production. Because unless you're wanting just like really subtle colors or particular colors that mesh well with whatever their hair color is, you got to go through the bleaching process first. So if you could just skip that part,
Yeah.
or skip most of that part at least. Yeah, Cat, join in if you want.
Yeah, join us.
Yeah, go ahead. Anyone can join whenever they fancy.
Yeah.
I mean, if you join right at the end, there's not going to be much time. But other than that, if you join
I
after
mean,
we're done, we won't
technically,
be
you
here.
can still hop in on the canvas even after stream. It's
You
just that
can?
no one will see it.
Yeah.
Canvas still exists. And is live for... How long did they get stored?
You know, I don't know. I'd have to look.
Theo's just fun. You sure about that?
Is he? Yeah. I mean, Maxie was blonde in the drawing you did of him, so I guess that counts. I still haven't done a color version of Maxie myself, so.
I was trying to remember what color Maxie's hair was. Yeah.
Well,
If
the doodle
there
you
was a
did, you didn't colour in the hair, so I assumed light.
Yeah.
Fair.
It could be bright. It could be platinum. For all.
I don't know.
Neon
Again,
blue.
I still haven't drawn him colored. So.
Oh no, miss. I'm glad you're having fun at least. It's an experience.
But Maxie definitely needs therapy, and also,
Oh, absolutely. Yes.
from his perspective, it's always a horror game.
Regardless of the
This
original
is true.
genre.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of things out
Oh.
there where whether it's horrifying or comedic or adventure mostly just depends on like the tone it's presented in.
True.
Because like even with we've got zombies around, whether it's a horror game versus an action game versus a comedy game, depends on how well you can deal with it and what you're expected to deal with.
I mean, it's like the. I can't remember what the first one was. What was the first one called that you played, Jeep? Painting game?
Procession to Cavalry? Something.
Procession to
like that.
Calvert. I
Cavalry.
think Calvert.
Cavalry.
Um.
And Calvert. Hang on.
Either way, in terms of body count, That game has
Yeah.
a lot of deaths, a lot of murders in that game. And it is pretty consistently a comedy. So it's all about vibe,
Mm.
you know.
Yes, the procession to cavalry.
Read the book out loud, miss. They need therapy, not whatever that book is. But I'm willing to extend the number of chairs here if we want to draw in Theo and Atlas. Maxie.
Atlas always has to endure.
I came across the little scribbly comic I made of Nova just making Atlas hold up their aerial so that they could watch TV.
Yeah,
I can't
yeah.
remember can't remember the original context that came about it. I was like, Nova, why are you treating Atlas?
Because it's Nova. I don't think you need to know more. Yeah, I'm still staying with this thing that Procession to Cavalry was the best out of those 3 games.
Oh, absolutely.
I agree.
Yes, it was. I also agree.
Maybe it also depends on the order you, like, play them in.
Guess the last game had a different kind of body count, am I right? Yes, you are.
Yeah.
True. You're so right, Kat.
I do think you are, like, correct in that, though, if only because the first game, chronologically, it was okay, we've got an idea, there's still some parts that don't quite work yet, but, like, there's a proof of concept here. This can work.
Mm-hmm.
And then by the third game, or at least by the end of the third game, it's oh, you just want this to end, don't you?
Yeah.
You literally have your author insert saying, I don't want to make another one of these in the game. That's a good sign.
That also didn't help, just in general. Just like, doesn't seem like you're having a good time, so.
Yeah.
Maybe it was just humor that didn't land well for us. Didn't land well? So.
I mean, the thing is that, like, some things landed well, it's just that the majority of it didn't. Like,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I also think it was just too much of it. Like,
Yeah. Absolutely.
I mean, it was the only one that spanned 2 streams.
true, but like, Procession to Cavalry was like 3 hours or something, and and this one was 4 hours, I think, in total.
Yeah,
But with this one, I also didn't know what to do, like, a lot of the time.
I was going to say, if you think about the game itself, like what happened in the game, it doesn't feel like a longer game.
No.
It just was
It shouldn't
longer.
have been a
Yeah.
longer game, because I think also because, like, you were basically doing the same thing as the first game. It was just dressed up differently. Because the first game was very much like, commit all the sins, you know? Here's the 7 sins, go do them all. So then, and this was kind of the same, only they were like, well, you're trying to be a good person, good luck, but actually you're terrible. And the world's gonna get burnt down, and you're gonna help. Okay. Sure. I don't know. It just didn't land for me.
Yeah.
It was an odd one. But hey,
Yeah.
all the more reason for everybody to go out, learn Goddo, and make your own game.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, the second one just had the best feel to it. It also had the most, like, Monty Python, like... There is, like, an internal logic to this world, but the logic doesn't make any fucking sense.
Yeah.
Also, good job on the abs, Bear.
Abs.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Abs and
them's
tits.
Very good.
them's abs. Them's bees abs. Bees
Yeah.
abs.
Those ab crunches from this afternoon really helped,
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
Meanwhile,
Meanwhile?
Oh, Kiro is drawing
Oh.
sadness.
oh,
Oh,
there's
don't
that.
worry. Don't worry about me.
I was
Don't worry
looking
about
at the peek into Ulan's screen.
Oh, heck yeah. But I remembered
Doing
something
OC
that
study.
I told Miss I wanted to draw a little while ago. And I'm working on it. Don't ignore me. Just don't.
Okay, we won't ignore you, like you just said.
No.
Do you also need to
But
get
it's
whacked by the newspaper, Kira?
I might need to, but
Pass
not
around
for
the
reasons
newspaper.
you're thinking about. I don't know. What
I
does
mean,
Miss say?
considering what Kiro is drawing from, I think the "don't worry about it" has less to do with Kiro and more to do with
The content.
the content of what's being drawn. Don't worry about it.
I think I do deserve to be whacked by a newspaper, but not because I'm talking bad about myself, but for other reasons.
Hmm. No.
But also, don't worry about it.
I want to do an OC study.
Oh, heck yeah.
What's an OC study?
Study of an OC.
I'm assuming they mean an art study, but it's an OC and not whatever's in the original painting. Sort of like what Cresp has done and knocked us all flat with.
I see.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I thought I'd clarify because there's very different things you could mean with an OC study.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
How about put all of your OCs into your favorite Hieronymus Bosch paint?
I mean, what problems could that possibly cause? Other than you know everything, but you know, that's
Other than everything in heaven, hell, and earth. What do I know? Just because I sent you a rock well, I will find a painting. I'll be like, this is ideal for this person. But none.
I do also want to do that again. Just have fun with like OCs and classic paintings. It's very fun.
Suppose I should. Well, talking about.
Yeah, show your
Like
art.
It's like the upscaled version of meme draws with your characters.
Yeah, exactly.
Rockwell. Okay. Now Cartoon K.
Maybe lighting on an OC.
Ooh. Think of
Look
it.
at you being all fancy with your lighting.
Heck yeah.
I think you should study Van Gogh. Solely because when I looked at some of his character art, I went, Bear could do that. And I think you can.
I'm gonna say if the prompt is for lighting, not not a lot of realist painting in amongst Van Gogh's main oeuvre.
Yeah.
More impressionistic.
Mm-hmm. I just think Bear should do it. Even if it's not something they currently want to work. I think Bear should do it someday. No.
Someday, within the next 5-10 minutes.
Yeah. I mean, they don't have to do it on stream. I just think they should do it this week or something.
No, definitely on stream.
Oh,
think they're
sorry.
probably-
Dutch pronunciations. Van Gogh.
Oh,
Van
Van
Gogh.
Gogh, yes.
Van Gogh.
No, it's Van Gogh.
Or Van Gogh.
Van Gogh.
Old Vince. Old Vinny.
All Vince, yes.
Oh, Vinny one ear.
Yeah. Oh, Vinny. Oh, you 1 year.
Slightly tasteless. Sounds like a gangster.
Mm-hmm.
How life was happening. Oh.
Real
Boo.
life, honestly.
Boo life.
Well, at least you figured it out by now, I hope.
No, say it again.
Not life, but you know what I was saying.
Yeah, I hope you figured out life.
That might be too much to ask, you know.
If you figured out life, please tell us. Tell us
42.
the secret. What have you figured out?
Okay,
No.
okay, tell us the question.
And again, no pressure. I don't want you to feel pressure to do it, but I do think you could do it.
Mhm.
Joel. Collarbones? My- Eat.
And also feel free to bully me as well. Like, you could do this and then just send me the most difficult painting you can imagine.
Oh fuck yeah.
But you do have to mean it.
I'm also
You
open
do
to
have
this.
to mean that you think I could do it.
I'm also open to this so long as you do acknowledge I will end it with something that people like and I will.
And then I will whack you with a newspaper. I think
Exactly.
that's fine.
This is the understood
Yes.
contract.
See, now I'm just sitting here going, send someone a piece, say, hey, you could do this, and it's like pointillation, I think is what it's called, where it's just a bunch of tiny dots.
Yeah, see, that's where the you have to mean it comes in.
I reckon Bear could do a great portrait of Miles in the style of Jackson Pollock.
Mhm.
Pointillism, there we go.
Pointillism.
I had
yeah.
most of it right. I'm not an art historian, I just think it looks neat.
Yeah.
Fair.
Three separate cars just beeped outside my.
Oh, those were at your place.
Oh, did you hear that?
Yeah, we heard at least 2 of them.
I was just fully willing to accept there were cars beeping outside.
Well, I think they were outside mine. Now I'm starting to doubt that. I guess
Well,
the fact
they're
that I
not
heard
from my end, I can tell you that.
the fact that I heard 3 and you heard 2 implies that it's probably or I'm hallucinating sound. You hallucinate sound?
Could also be the case. You can definitely hallucinate sounds. I've done it before.
Oh no, I
Yes,
mean
you can.
linguistically. I don't know if the word hallucinate specifically means visual, or whether it can happen to any sense.
I think hallucination includes
Okay.
sounds as well.
I think it's
I know
usually
from a
referred to as an auditory
practical
hallucination.
standpoint,
Hmm.
they are called auditory hallucinations.
Yeah.
Yes,
Now,
auditory.
whether or not linguistically there's a different word, I don't know. But for someone whose area is not psychology, I know way too much about the weird ways your brain can go wrong.
I have also heard visual hallucinations being said that way too.
I'm now interested in the etymology of the word hallucinate. Let's look it up.
Man, let's look it up.
Anyway, there's a Jessie in the dress. That's all I wanted.
Heck yeah, dressy.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Comes from the Latin hallucinatonium. Hallucinationem. Sure, that sounds pronounced. Means.
Oh, M's also involved? Damn.
Yeah, I know. Da-da-da-da. Wander in the mind, dream, talk unreasonably, ramble in thought. Yeah, the wander in the mind is the.
Neat.
Okay, so that implies that it's not
Yeah.
specifically visual.
The Latin ending probably
Yeah,
was
that's-
influenced by to rave. Having a rave. Brilliant.
Yeah, that's one of the potential ticks for there's some psychosis going on here, potentially schizophrenia or schizotypal disorders, is you are regularly experiencing auditory or visual hallucinations.
Yeah.
And there's not anything else we can point to and say, it's because of that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, speaking of etymology, new Dutch word.
Yeah.
Muurslotel. Apologies for the
Okay.
pronunciation. Which I believe means wrench.
Type. Wrench.
Means wrench, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Literally translates to nut key, which I'm a big fan of. I like that.
I like that a lot. That's very
The key
good.
to the nut. What more do you need?
That's not wrong, especially
It's
since there
correct.
are like Allen keys are a thing,
Yes.
and
The
they
key to
serve a
Allen.
similar purpose.
Yeah.
So calling a wrench a key for a nut does make some sort of sense.
I like it.
Also, this one might appease a certain portion of friend group. I had a lesson all about business. Learned about the business. And learned about profits and shares and stuff like that. But one of them
Business.
was the word for client, which I subsequently discovered it also apparently is used for customer. And I like it because in English it sounds very rude.
Oh hell yeah.
Clunt.
What is it? Good. Yes.
Absolute
clunt.
clunt.
Look at all these clunts.
So next time you're dealing with customers, think you absolute clunt.
It's not a clunt. It's a clunt.
Clunt. But still, it's close enough. Klant.
Yeah.
Clunt.
Clunt.
It works. It's got a good ring to it.
Well, as long as people are interested in the Dutch language, I'm okay with it.
Heck yeah.
He's decided to do the opposite of what people tend to do with it's just passing. Because, like, the joke is, we're going to learn just enough of this language to swear in it. Cresp is learning just enough of the language to make it sound like he's swearing, but he's not actually.
It sounds like I'm swearing in another language. Not even Dutch.
Yeah. Dutch people will just look at you and go, what? Yes?
feel like this also now gives Miss some ammunition to work with at work.
Yeah.
Exactly. Well, I thought I'd share it. It could be a fun fact for people and also a thing to say in your head.
Hey, cat. What? What's going on?
Let's hang on. I have to... Oh? Okay,
What's
right.
going on over there?
Doing different anatomy studies, but they're kind of linked together in strange ways.
Just arms, is it?
No,
Bones and muscles are upsetting looking.
anatomically
Just in
No,
correct.
that's fair. It's just that they've all merged together.
Yeah, I'm getting an anatomically correctly drawn calendar vibe from this.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a link. Yeah, kinda. In a bit of an eschery way, but yeah.
Yeah. Like, there is a muscle shoulder going into, like, a bone arm, and then the bone shoulder going into the muscle arm, but also they're all linked together, and I think this person just now has 4 arms. And 4 shoulders.
Also, the bone is a gap, like it's got the... Hang on.
You've thought of something you want to draw after this? What? Or are you just gonna leave us in suspense now that you've said this? And if I can't, well, then you definitely have to tell us.
Oh yeah, I've seen those, Chris.
Oh, yeah.
I can't remember. I used to draw them a lot when I was a kid.
It's
Oh,
like
like
the
weird
staircase that
awful-
perpetually like goes up and down. I think one of
Yeah.
those.
But see, since you keep working on structure, you keep trying to make it actually a sensible thing.
Yeah.
Most people have 4 arms. Yes, miss.
Yes. Yeah, so funny.
Most
You're
dogs also have
hilarious,
4 heads
miss.
as well.
What, Miss? What did I just read? What?
Oh, more reading. I mean, I don't know about you, but my eyes have zoomed straight in on where platypus.
I
Yeah.
know that. I also zoomed in on that too.
That's when you put a hat on it, right?
Oh.
We're Danish. Yes, we're Danish now.
Mm-hmm.
Which I also like the
You're
idea.
a were
of just
Dane.
The were Danish. It's turned into a
Only
Danish
Danish on a full
person
moon.
under the light
Yeah.
of a full moon. Get under the full moon and suddenly you're really just aching for a piece of licorice.
I mean, I sometimes have different food cravings depending on what time of month it is, but like, that's going a little far.
I crave licorice. Yes, please.
Are you aware, Danish, Kira?
I might be, because I fucking love licorice. I know I'm in a minority here. Or just in general in life, I'm in a minority.
I mean, you can eat all of the licorice you want. I will not partake.
I will have your licorice, thank you.
Yeah.
Any licorice in this house is because Dad bought it, and it's Dad's licorice because no one else wants to touch it.
Funny you mention that, because I'm pretty sure the reason why both me and Kibro as well, he also loves licorice too. Pretty sure the reason why is because our dad, when we were children, would give us licorice candy as like little treats and stuff, and we just got used to it, and now we fucking love it.
Yeah, nope. Now,
No,
like
it's
the
true.
red licorice candies that are like usually cherry flavored, sure, but like licorice flavored, nah.
Oh no, black licorice all the way.
Nope.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not liquor.
I will buy some for you and then eat fudge instead.
That's fair. No, fudge is also good. Yeah.
I ate too much fudge once on while I was homesick from school, and it didn't go well, and now I don't like fudge.
That's fair.
I like how your instinct as a child when homesick from school was to eat rich candies.
I'm a big fan of eating. This is the thing you need to understand. It's a great pastime.
That's fair.
Kids are stupid. You too? What?
True.
We both have this experience. Did we, like... What's the thing that bacteria do when they split it up? Mitosis? Oh, you like eating. Okay, that makes way more sense than what...
No, I love that to think you guys just had the same experience.
Mm-hmm.
You're clones, somehow.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Also, thank you for catering.
Trying to remember what his hair was like when I redrew him with the braid. It's fine.
He had a braid. Oh yeah, Atlas is
Mm.
October's neighbor. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. It's not
Who's-
gifting October with treats and making them panic like crazy.
Again,
The-
Atlas is the therapy.
Great at social interaction. Fine.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Atlas.
Atlas is great at social interactions.
Indeed.
What's everyone's favorite candies? I like me a good chocolate-covered dried fruit. Like chocolate-covered raisins, chocolate-covered cranberries. I've sometimes had chocolate-covered dried pineapple with like a dark chocolate. That's really good.
Yeah. I know I said licorice recently, and it still is. Licorice is still very much high up there, and I not entirely certain which is my favorite. Licorice is definitely one of them, but another one that I really like and probably shouldn't is sour Skittles.
Sour sweets are very.
Ooh,
I
and
like sour candy in general, but sour
there's
Skittles
another
in
one.
particular is very, very good.
There's a little candy shop where I live, and every time I go in there, it's like I'm going to get something different. I'm going to get something different at this time. And every time I go in, I end up getting chocolate-covered dried cranberries, and these little peach dots that they have.
Oh yeah.
These little sour peach dots. They're sort of like similar idea to like the peach rings, but they're little orbs. and they've got like just a little bit of sour flavor to them. And yeah,
Mhm.
every time I go in there, I just get those two things instead of anything else. So
Oh yeah. You know what you like. Don't blame you at all.
Ooh,
I mean, just like chocolate in general, I think for me. Just,
Yeah, hell
Chocolate's
yeah.
good.
Chocolate's good.
but also licorice.
Fuck
If
yeah.
it's like genuinely like candy, I don't really like a lot of it. But usually like, you know, gummy bears are fine. I haven't had gummy bears
Yeah.
in fucking ages, but you know,
Mm-hmm.
they're fine.
Gummy bears are good.
I don't think
Yeah.
I have a favorite. Every now and then I just have a craving for like, you know, I really want aniseed or I really want lemon, just something sour or something. But
Mm.
I don't think I have any
Yeah.
specific
Yeah.
favorite.
Oh,
Hmm.
and another one, like I'm now thinking of just not just favorites, but also things that bring me comfort. Because licorice is definitely, if I think of taste of comfort, licorice is one of them. Because it's a taste of my childhood. Another one that's also very much a taste of my childhood and makes me think of comfort when I think about it is saltwater taffy, which I think you called chewies or something like that. I'll check.
I don't know if we have it.
But I looked it up recently, and you do have a name for it, but a equivalent for it. But I can't remember what it's. I'll double check.
I mean, we could also just spam images of what we're talking about in the Discord and then have them figure out what
True.
it is we mean.
Images
Yeah.
about a thing with a particular taste doesn't necessarily work.
No.
Oh, marzipan.
not
Yes,
really-
Cat
not really
does
sure.
bring up marzipan. That is another one. Cheap marzipan specifically. If you get the expensive stuff, it's not as good. Cheap catering marzipan.
But
I don't know what.
it is called. I'll double check on the British name for it.
I mean, we have chewy
Also,
sweets.
think about other things that you like it.
Nougats. In Britain,
So the
we have a
British
chocolate
name
bar called a double
for-
decker, which is like a kind of biscuity base with a
Yes.
massive lump of nougat on the top and then covered in chocolate. It's very good.
In the UK, United Kingdom, taffy pieces are known as chewy sweets, chews, or fruit chews.
Okay, so yeah, just a
The
chewy
term
sweet.
taffy is not used.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you just have a specific word.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. We just call them saltwater taffy.
Yeah, no idea.
Yeah, just a chewy sweet, like Chewits or Star.
I mean, yeah.
But yeah. Sorry, I derailed us.
Sorry, you contributed to the conversation by staying on top. Not sure that's derailing.
Nope.
But
Yeah, I don't think you derailed anything there.
what you did is added.
Yeah, we're talking about sweets, so we're gonna bring up sweets.
Also, I've not tried nougat and marzipan. It's an interesting. Oh, Bear likes donuts.
Yeah, those are good too.
Chocolate covered candied ginger. I've never tried that, but I'll give that a go.
Yeah, that sounds good.
What's ginger?
This is the root spice, like gingerbread.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I get that, but what's ginger in Dutch?
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Ooh. There's marzipan and nougat.
Looks nice.
Nice. Marzipan confect. So that just reminds. Unfortunately, the spelling of confect with the K just reminds me of contact, which is a musical library that I have a lot of virtual instruments in. And last time I booted up my music software, it wasn't Contact, but it was another thing that said, "Hey, by the way, all these things that you're using, we don't recognize your license, so we've blocked them all." It's like, I paid for this. What do you mean you blocked?
No.
I didn't know this was an online-only thing. What are you talking about? I just have to update the software, but I was just really annoyed.
Very rude.
I just thought I bought a thing,
Yeah.
but no.
And this is why piracy is still a thing, because sometimes it is just more convenient than actually buying the product.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, screw you, Waves. I'm looking for a free alternative. Or looking into programming mode, because that sounds fun. But I should probably wait until after Chaos.
Yeah, how's Chaos Chess going, by the
It's
way?
going great.
Yeah.
But I'm procrastinating on that largely because the next step is to write all the music for it. And by all the music, I mean the 2 pieces of music for it. But I've tried doing that twice and it hasn't worked. So there's something in my brain that's sort of going,
What if you just make the stupidest soundtrack for Chaos Chess as possible?
I mean, I'm going in with the assumption that people will turn it off and listen to their own music anyway. So I guess it's not.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just make
yeah,
it stupid.
You could just put a thing in there where it's like, hey, just put your own playlist here.
Kat said the focus is gone, so feel free to draw over their arms. And I'm like, that's a dangerous thing to say at a party.
No, I will not draw over your stuff. Also, I would like to apologize to everybody for what I'm drawing, but also I just need to get it out of my system.
Yeah. I don't know what it is, but yeah.
Yeah, you will.
You do it.
Watch the VODs.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, I thought it was because
something for obscure.
earlier we were talking about thingy, Murderbot and stuff like that, so I thought I assumed it was that. But now I can see. Now I can see.
You can see?
I know.
This is a couple characters from Clutter Obscure.
Dang, I didn't know you could see. I didn't know that was allowed.
Yeah.
Only sometimes.
I mean, sometimes I draw in Braille, but generally speaking.
No, I like that addition, Bear. Yeah, that's very good.
Yeah.
It belongs in a museum. Indeed.
It belongs in a museum.
Yeah. So do you. And I love Jesse, Jeep, and Atlas. Oh yeah, blonde boys who need therapy. Yep.
Yeah, Atlas doesn't need therapy, but he will bring cookies.
Yeah.
It's very important.
Oh yeah, excellent. Perfect. I apologize, miss. I'm very sorry. But also, I'm not sorry too.
It's very good.
Sorry, not sorry. Give Jesse a little cheek smoochie.
I mean, I'm annoyed that all of Jeeves' characters look good in Braille.
Mm-hmm.
I'd say it's the confidence, but I don't think Jesse is confident about this.
I think, just, having to shrink Atlas down to this size, I think it's, torso length. You're proportions are wild, Chris.
Look. Yes. Not my fault everyone else draws people that look like humans. I was brought up with Ed, Ed, and Eddie. Proportions don't make sense.
No, that's fair. It's just that you made the proportions such a way that it's really hard to like make them make sense in like a dress.
Yeah, I'm noticing that. Drawing more of K, and I'm like, do I have to redesign a dress or draw like properly?
Also, Ulan absolutely has this photo of Jesse. Correct. He should.
This in the folder.
Yeah, in a super secret folder.
I heard the whistle. So, Fight bears dude over to read the trash book.
Perfect. Yes.
I think they'll enjoy
it. Yeah, I think so.
I agree, Kat. The body that Bear's drawing is, Henry Cavill Witcher. Yeah.
The answer
Absolutely.
for Jesse is have huge titties and be bashful about it.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Perfect. Yeah.
I do fight bears do to read the trash book with me. Have him read you the trash book. Oh, that does remind me. So I gotten off it because I haven't actually been going on very many walks the last couple weeks because I got lost in edtech hell. Got back to listening to the Ice Planet Barbarians book. And it's got 2 readers. It switches between a dude reading from the main lead man's perspective and a lady who's reading the lead lady's perspective.
Mm-hmm.
They have very different speaking styles. Also, whenever she talks, it just amuses me a little because she sounds like a nice southern gal, but the character's from Florida. Which is so south you're no longer south.
Yeah.
I'm gonna nod along.
It makes sense if you're from America or from the United States.
Yeah.
Actually, no,
Oh,
I
yeah.
think most people from Mexico would understand that Florida is not of the South.
That's fair.
No,
Their
Florida
neighbors
is not of the
do
South.
so.
No.
Florida is its own beast.
It may be South, but it's not of the South.
It's a crocodile, isn't it?
Yes. Or an alligator?
One of those.
It's books 4 of 6.
Yeah.
And for some reason, I don't think that's the reason why it's incomprehensible.
I mean, it doesn't help.
Yeah. I recently found that I knew I had it, but I didn't remember because it's been a while since I actually read on my Kindle, my e-reader. I found my book of Greek myths, and I started it, and then I was like, I need to read these out loud, otherwise I cannot focus, because it's, the way Greek myths are written, even, translate for a modern audience, it's pretty obvious they were meant to, like, spoken.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm
Yeah.
just kind of like stuck of like, do I just like do this to myself? That feels awkward.
Mm-hmm.
Just
But
build it.
also, like, what else am I gonna do? Just call someone like, hey, is it okay if I read this book to you?
I mean, I'm up for it.
Hell yeah, I'd be
Set up a
down for
Discord
it
call,
too.
just have a read.
Yeah. Have a legit book club.
And Cat's got the right idea. Read the plushies.
Oh
No,
yeah.
fair enough.
Make a little plush amphitheater.
Mm-hmm.
We're doing the rubber ducky method, but for books.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
The Odyssey read by Christopher Lee. That's a good combination.
Yeah.
There's an orator. I should draw some. Oh, can I draw? Honestly, now that you've pointed it out, just seeing Atlas in those proportions, I'm seeing a lot of things you see in how I draw. Proportion-wise.
Like, obviously, like, I wasn't trying to emulate your style, but it was
Yeah.
like, okay, I want Atlas to be roughly at the same height as Tori. How the
Mhm.
fuck does this work?
To be fair, I mean... Whoops. What? No, Magma, what are you doing? No, stop it.
Why is she beating Parsnip? Because the Chris, like, posted a whole ass fucking beautiful
Yeah.
painting with so many
And said-
emotions, and then was like, well, I wouldn't call this a victory, but I'll call it a
Again,
truce. So I'm just beating him over the head with it.
I mean,
Me,
on a
yeah.
purely technical level,
Chris was talking bad about him and his art.
I
Himself
was
and his art.
comparing it to Norman Rockwell. Perfectly
And-
reasonable.
And you shouldn't.
That's the point.
The point is to like emulate it and then go, what did I learn from it? Because that's cool. It's not
Yeah.
the fucking point of like, well, now I can do Rockwell. You're not a fucking cover band.
I mean, kinda.
No, you're not. He did great. If you were a cover band, you would have drawn it with the same person, but you drew it with K. Of course, things are gonna be different.
Yeah. And you put so much fucking emotion in it.
And it's good, so I will beat you
It's
over the head.
incredible. Absolutely.
See, Ben does the same.
Yeah, and I will beat them over the head as well.
We share the beatings.
The beatings will continue until morale improves.
Literally.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Damn, I still haven't thought of it.
Who's your blonde boy that needs therapy, miss?
Let's have blonde therapy boy. Turns out Rose is actually
You
blonde.
better share your master study, Cat. You
I'm not
better,
drawing
and
a
you
blonde.
better be proud of it.
Oh hell yeah. Yeah, share it. And be fucking proud. God damn it.
You don't want to be beaten with a parsnip.
Mm-hmm.
It does look like a bastard.
That's only if you're not proud of it. But you will be proud because you're doing great. And you put a
Fuck
lot of
yeah.
effort into it.
From your new chair, guy. Oh, they have antlers. Ruben. I don't know much about Ruben. I would like to get to know them one. Well, I do know something, is that they're a blonde boy who needs therapy, but Human Ruben? Human Ruben. Human.
Human. If he is a tiefling.
If it's a tiefling, his hair's naturally pink. There's blonde boy energy. The human Ruben has blonde hair. But tiefling Riefling has pink.
Yeah. Yeah, a character can also just have blonde boy energy. Looks at Jesse. I think it's the hair dye.
Oh,
The
hang on.
fucking
I missed one.
bleaching sunk in. Yes, Claudio, also blonde boy who needs therapy.
Oh, absolutely.
I thought
Yes.
he was blonde.
No, Barry, you're forgetting his tattoos. Very important.
But Chris, is he a natural blonde or is he an acrylic blonde?
He's probably not made of particularly great materials.
As a new guy, that's your excuse for not wearing the tattoos.
If it's a blonde girl, needs there. Yeah, feel free to extend out the search to other genders.
Gonna lock Claudio and Theo in the same room. Oh
yeah.
no.
No, it sounds great.
That will end badly for both of them, I think.
Yeah, the only thing that's coming out in one piece is the room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What if they unite though? They won't.
Yeah, no, that's not.
Yeah, I don't think they could. They would unite. They're both too aggressive for that. Have a good cat, have a good babe.
Have a good.
Thanks for arms.
Yeah, thank you. Have a good night.
Yeah, I love you. Trying to think of other characters who
Love you.
would be blonde if they were. Does Griff need
Does
therapy?
Griff need therapy?
Absolutely not.
Is Griff blonde?
Griff is see-through.
Yeah, Griff's transparent.
Yes. But would he consider himself blonde?
He would consider himself transparent.
Fair. Okay.
Yeah, Griff. Even if Griff's blonde, he's not in this group. I also think Mal would fucking try to murder him on the spot, so that's another reason.
Yeah.
But you know.
I'm just so you know how on like some forms of identification, it's got things like natural hair color and eye color.
Mm-hmm.
Griff would just be terrible to deal with those sorts of forms.
NA.
Oh yeah, absolutely. NA. Yeah.
But then again, in a world where all sorts of monsters exist, including some that are reptilian, that might be much more complicated forms.
Yeah, I think that kind of administrative admin is a bit, a bit more abstract
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
than a lot of, if applicable. I was originally a blonde tiefling. So he really is a blonde. No. Who else is blonde? I know the blondes. I wanna add to this. I don't think October knows Atlas is there yet.
No,
And-
just looming behind.
And will turn around at some point and jump right out of the sea.
Excellent. Perfect.
Continuing the ever-present joke of October is scared shitless of Atlas, and Atlas has no idea.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I like the addition.
It's smut. Actually, now that that's been brought up, I'm gonna check something that I might regret.
I don't think of all the other calendars. Like May's half, and June's like a platinum. I think that's it.
Yeah, I was
Never.
about to say, I think like most of the calendars can technically fit in, because it's like half.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
There's no smut in it so far.
Mm.
You'll get them. You'll get them.
So far.
Okay.
Yeah, you'll get
I do
there
not have
eventually.
access to Mrs. Bad Charmed reboot book on Libby, so
Were you gonna do a read along?
Or Hoopla.
I am not going to do a read along because I have other things that I want to be reading, but I was just curious because Miss also has access to my library card, so if the series was available, I could say, hey, Miss, you could start from the beginning as well, and maybe it'll make more sense, but I don't think it will. But nope, not available.
No.
I mean, it's available on Libby, but my library doesn't have it.
I really have so little blonde characters.
I've got a very little blonde character. Claudia. Joe.
Jokes.
I mean, I can see the series. Miss, I found it. Interestingly, though, I found book 1, 2, or no, not 1 and 2, 1, 3, and 4. So I don't know why 2 isn't showing up, unless something has been marked incorrectly, which you never know.
Mm-hmm.
Although looking at the covers, I suspected this one might be book 2. Anyway, not the point.
Nice hate read.
That's the spirit.
Hell yeah.
Still don't.
Um,
I like how the arms are now the sweater that Miss is regularly drawn in.
Yeah. It's good.
Oh, it's supposed to be a little goblin missing.
yes. That's why it's a tiny draw-wear platypus.
Yeah, this is little goblin Miss coming up to Abs McGee asking for him to read them a bedtime story.
Yeah.
A little chair in the background. Is
Ah,
Miss gonna
yes.
sit on his lap?
The bedtime story chair. Good for the hunk shoes and me's.
Indeed.
I say you, Chris. I had a feeling, because that was also my first thought. Fight Miles. Struggle to beat Moggs. Why are you fighting Moggs? What are you fighting Moggs for?
What did Moggs do?
Who said this was the thing that Mogs did? Part of the fun of Mogs, right? Just have a fight.
Mm-hmm. Wow, Miss, didn't know you were into that, but okay. Perry the platypus.
Yeah, I like the were platypus.
I mean, it
Okay.
is kind of.
That's the first thing I
Yeah,
thought of when I
no,
read
it's
Were
true.
Platypus. Transforms into a platypus
Yeah, no.
occasionally.
Yeah.
I agree with you. You're correct, is the thing.
You telling me Moggs wouldn't like a bedtime story written by Guy? Sure. Mm-hmm. Definitely
I
a
don't think
bedtime
Moggs would be
story.
paying attention to the bedtime story.
No. But Moggs will go sit on his lap. Just for funsies.
Mogs
Hell
heard
yeah.
bed and Guy, and that's
Yeah.
That's all they needed. That's all he needed.
Miles is also invited. It's a little, like, Moggs sitting on Guy's lap and then Miles sitting on...
On Moggs's lap.
Yeah. And then they just read a bad story.
Heck yeah.
And if things happen, they happen, you know? It's just the way it is.
continue that. Miles is free. Are you going to want to clarify the specific definition of that adjective? Or?
Nah, I think Moggs got the gist of it.
Easy. Okay, fair enough.
Get so violent every time we see I think that's fair. Squeeze that boy. And then give him to Jay for more squeezing.
Yeah.
Then give them all to him for maximum squeeze. See, you get it.
Mhm.
Okay, I'll add a third one to this drawing.
Oh, the squimsh.
Of course, now I'm wondering how squimpy, like in the physical sense, K is, because like, if he does a lot of athletic stuff, I mean, yeah, we've seen it's not like washboard abs, but that washboard abs in real life usually means that it's like, oh, you are dehydrated.
Yeah. Usually.
It depends. In the this was one of the issues I was having. In my head, so K plays rugby, but he's not like I don't know the positions, but there are certain positions in rugby where you need a lot of, hard-toned muscle to push through people, and there are other positions in rugby where you just need to be ballast.
Mhm.
And that's that's more K's side of things. Definitely got the muscles, but also just sort of got the ballast. The kind of strongman look rather than bodybuilder. And it's really difficult to find pictures of rugby players with that body build because they only want to take photos of the ones with the visible muscles. And yes, that's exactly what I was about to mention, Miss. Rugby thighs. Thighs of steel.
Good for Jay.
Yeah, which is why I'm sitting here thinking I don't know how squishy that is, because it's like, oh, big thigh. Oh, could crush
Right.
me.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It does get brought up in a comic. I'll eventually get around to that.
Like, this isn't a plushy pillow, this is a nutcracker.
I believe that. Yeah.
Kay has definitely done the trend of like crushing a watermelon with your thighs, and Jay was very, very normal about it.
Oh, it's the most normal. Yeah.
I have a comic written, which is basically. Oh, what? What? Oh,
What?
Okay, so you would think the automod caught something the bear wrote there. Got the build of a hooker, and not saying that to be funny. Hooker is a position in rugby.
Ah.
But it wasn't hooker that was caught by the automod. It was ochre space bracket.
What?
What?
I just Miss Art added permitted term ochre space bracket. That's ochre's fine apparently, but ochre space bracket no. Anyway, I forgot
Position that lifts other players. Oh boy.
Oh yeah. Get into the scrum. How could you say such a thing?
Round of applause for Jay, who's being very normal about this.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Most normal.
Yeah, whenever you
Those all feel. All those names feel a little bit. You know.
it's an old British sport, therefore they have to have some very dubious names for all of the positions. Which positions?
Yeah. They definitely sound like positions.
Mhm.
Manly men being manly. Yes, with other men.
Indeed.
Or
Other men who are hookers.
Hmm.
it's always good to get support from workers.
Hmm.
They give you a
Good for
lift.
them.
Mhm.
Does remind me of, God, that was a while ago. Was like a thing I saw of like like ice hockey team who were being sponsored by strippers. So they would have like, as a thank you, like the stripper names like on their like uniforms.
Wow.
That's really funny.
Mhm.
Moggs is suddenly very interested in rugby.
Fox has always
Yeah.
been interested in rugby.
I mean, yeah, no, fair. That tracks.
Yeah, that's what I'm going for. You see the difference in builds in a rugby.
Hmm.
I like
Mhm.
how the guy in the back is like 2 of the guy that he's lifting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thighs.
And yeah. Does also remind me of the like thing Bear shared with me, the like movers or whatever they were that were constantly like, I think those were also from like a rugby team, weren't they? Something like that. When we were talking about Jesse. Uh yeah, they played rugby as well.
You're so correct, miss.
Rugby
And you
boys are
should
little
say
whores
it.
with their thighs, and also you, Vodler.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm already scrolling up too. There they are. Got it. Let me see. Yes, thank you, there they are. I gotta download them.
Downloading things. You wouldn't download a
Yes.
hooker. There. It's gonna make.
Not bad for a goat roper.
We can't reach.
Yeah.
Anyway, that came up while we were talking about Jesse for reasons.
Hell yeah.
I mean, what you're supposed to do is find an associate and have them get a ladder.
But what if rope? Silent. Yeah, that's great for the VOD, isn't it?
Hell
Just
yeah.
all sitting in silence watching a video they can't see on stream.
Mm-hmm. This is very precious, Chris.
Mm.
Thank you. I don't know what I had to do when they look up.
Oh, it's precious. So, shush. Now you gotta get in there too, miss. It's very important. Vitally important that Miss is in
Oh,
there.
Indeed. Absolutely.
Miss is carrying all three of them. They're all just slightly
Yeah.
Goblin strength. They can
Goblin
lift
strength.
100 times their weight like ants.
Yeah. But only when hit by cuteness aggression.
Miss, the idea of this picture was literally that it was you and Jay hugging, and then someone else mentioned it. So,
Aww. Yeah.
look, it's at this point it's tradition. I can't have one of these streams go without drawing goblins.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know when I fell into this pattern, but I'm quite happy with it.
Oh, hell yeah. As they should.
Yes, the
Yes.
natural order of things.
Mm-hmm. However long you want.
Yeah.
Want to ask about a comic? I can't remember if it was shared with the group or not. Ask away. Did I share that one?
I don't think so. But also, that's a very hilarious mental image, considering one of them is an actual player and the other is
I do like that, yeah.
not.
They're not planning on turning that into a proper comic, so could share if they have it on its own.
It sounds very cute. Yeah.
Also sounds like a good way for someone to end up in the hospital.
True.
Don't worry, they're prepared. I don't think I have it on its own. I will separate it out and share it after stream. I think it's just in a doodle dump somewhere. E.
Put Mal in Jay's position.
Oh, absolutely.
That's definitely hospital. Instantly hospital.
They've definitely done that.
Jesse should Princess carry you along.
Yeah, hell yeah.
With or without the dress.
Yes. Especially if the limb's a little bit hurt or something. Yeah. A little vulnerable. We'll get there.
Mm.
Yep. And Kiro's added some text. Not blonde. Deaf, need therapy. Yeah. From what I've seen so far, yeah.
All of them. Yes. All of them. This can also confirm. Yes.
Yeah, these characters are from left to right, brunette, redhead, and
Dark
dark
brown hair.
brown to
Brown
black.
hair. Blackish hair, but with some white, yes. I'm sorry, miss. I had to. I'm sorry. Am I wrong, though?
I don't
Am I
think
wrong?
any of the major characters so far have been blondes.
No,
Like,
the
there might have
closest
been
is
some in
probably
town,
TL,
but
who has like light brown hair. I mean, yeah, this is true. I would say that the last party member I get might be considered blonde-ish in that his hair is white, all white. But yeah. But yeah.
Oh, okay.
Party Mom, Broken Teen, and Skunk. Yeah, that's...
This is
yeah.
true. Yes. Skunk, is it affectionate though, or not? It's affectionate for me. It's actually both affectionate and derogatory for me, but I don't know about you, miss. I have many an emotion.
Stinky man, that...
Both, correct. Okay, yes. I'm glad we're on the same page.
Yeah, because I was about to say, just saying Stinky Man doesn't like specify.
You have seen the end of the game, yes. I know, yeah. So you have more context. Yes. Yeah, Jay's face is so cute. I love.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Delicious,
Same
not
thing.
good.
She previews the same. Lucky me.
Oh yeah.
Yep. There goes the guy.
Okay. Oh no.
He's still there, we just cannot see him, I'm sure.
What will Miss sit on now?
I mean, clearly Bear now needs to draw them sitting in the chair.
There, Miss, and send you a whip. Oh my god.
Oh.
And Mrs. shouting.
Excellent. It's a good day when Miss shouts.
Yeah.
You too, miss.
You. Also, you too. Yes. You as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like
Fun.
how everyone has chosen just the most opportune time to give K hugs.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm not certain whether it was, the chore came first or the hug. Entirely possible the hugs did, and Kay's like, well, what can I do with it?
Dishes. I can do dishes.
I agree, niece. It is an absolute joy to witness sweetheart.
No.
Always.
Nice. No, it's a joy to do. It's a joy to be friends with you. Some.
I mean, depending on what's on the dishes might need to be washed now. Because I've definitely had some instances of like, oh, this can probably wait, and come back to it, and it's like, well, this is now just orange now, forever.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But also sometimes the dishes need to, or specifically like pots or pans or stuff, they need to soak a bit before you can wash them. Otherwise, you'll just be scrubbing for a good long time trying to get everything off.
Yeah, make sure you soak your pans.
Mm-hmm. Except for cast iron pans, do not wash those with soap.
Yeah, no, don't do that.
I've never ever, no.
Rub it down with an oil.
Yes. But yeah. Any others?
The phrase "remember to soak your pans" sounds like there should be some sort of pride-based. Don't know what it means.
Depends on what way you want to take it. I don't know.
That also works for pans. Oh.
Yeah.
Look, why limit your options when you can just make all of the dolls kiss?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All of our OCs are having a great time. Definitely, for sure, and we should continue to be trusted with them.
Absolutely. I'm looking at the snip in the corner right now as you say that.
Quick reminder how this began.
having a fantastic time.
These aren't OCs, this is just us.
Yeah, that's just us. That doesn't.
Yeah, no, that's fair. It's not OC. It's true. Correct. Yeah.
That's just me beating the shit out of Chris.
As you should.
As
yes.
is the natural
Okay.
order.
Yeah.
So prediction of what's gonna happen this August.
Yes.
That's next month.
It is, yes.
Ah! Where's the year going?
Time is not real. Mhm.
Time does not
Month's
exist.
coming over at the end of this month.
Yee!
Yay! Very exciting. Also, Miss is asking who
Hmm?
this is, Bear. Or what is
Umst.
Whomstuff?
It was
Yeah, very exciting. Thanks for the closer.
cheap now.
Okay.
I had a feeling. I had a strong feeling just looking like, okay, I see.
Okay.
Oh, I think
It
I
is
might
rude to
know.
withhold information, but it's fine. It's okay.
Based on previous
We'll hold it
conversations, I
against
might
you.
also.
I am curious, but I will wait.
I mean, I'm not gonna say anything in case I'm wrong, and it's gonna be real embarrassing. But you know.
No, well, no, you know, apparently, so. Yeah. Also, as we know, let me just find that quote. You're correct on all counts. Yeah, I like that too, Miss. Quote unquote inspirational quotes.
Yeah, perfect for
Yeah.
therapy day. For
Yeah,
therapy
yeah.
meeting.
They're not like they won't be misconstrued in a horrible way. Absolutely
No,
not. No,
absolutely not.
they're not threats. They're inspirational quotes.
Mal and Kay are immediately gonna understand what Atlas is trying to say, for sure, for sure.
Absolutely. Yep.
I like how it's Mal and K because we already know October is just not going to understand. Period.
Yeah,
No.
No.
And probably not Tori either.
Tori will be like, "Ooh, cookies." That's fine.
Yeah, Tori.
Yeah, I'm not sure Tori will stop to read them.
No.
Yeah, Tori will just eat the cookies. True. Yeah. No, you're right.
Like, October is just gonna ask, oh, what was on your cookie? And Tori was just like, there was writing on it.
And then feel bad that he didn't read them.
Oh. And meanwhile, Mel and Kay are just kind of staring at it like,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What is this? Whatever. He seems so normal, and yet.
Never look back. Yeah.
But
He is
like,
the
if
most
your
normal.
lemons, nothing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Either that or there's just one with lemonade written on.
just not the entire quote, just lemonade.
Lemonade.
And it's not even. But the question is it a lemon cookie or is it something else?
No.
No, it's not a lemon. It just says lemonade. That one's not a threat, it's just really confusing.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I guess doubly confusing if they're using if these guys are running off of the apparently Brit ideas of what lemonade is.
Mm.
Oh dear.
I love how hung up you are about that. It's like cheap bread. bread's-
I'm scared to look up what lemonade might be in British.
They call lemon soda lemonade.
What?
Lemon soda.
No. What?
Lemon soda.
Even in the darkest times. God, that's such
The
an
darkest
ominous one.
Oh god, yeah, absolutely. I love that one.
That's the one October gets.
Like, I'd be down to try lemon soda. I do like lemons. enough to try that, but that's not lemonade over here. No.
I guess yeah.
Yeah, lemonade is not carbonated.
No.
Oh right, yeah, that's probably the main thing. Yeah. Yeah, no, lemonade here. If you buy lemonade here, you're busy.
So lemonade over here is lemon juice, water, and sugar mostly.
Usually, yeah. Sometimes you can make it with less sugar and just the lemon juice and water.
And how do you get the
Or
fizz?
like,
Or another sweetener of some kind if you want, but yeah, it's
or
usually
like
it.
shove some raspberries or strawberries in there for a little extra something.
Oh God, yeah, miss. No. Funny thing is, we also have alcoholic cider over here.
We just call it hard cider.
We just call it hard cider. Yeah, it's not.
Right.
But yes, we do have alcoholic cider.
And there is
But,
a
yeah.
reason for that, and the reason is stupid. The reason is prohibition.
True, yeah. Yeah.
I see.
I need to try root beer as well. Let's forget about. That's not really a thing.
What is root beer?
It's soda made with fuck. Okay, these days it's probably not made with it, but there's a specific root.
It's an attitude you've got to have when you make.
You gotta have.
Sassafras.
Yeah, that's the attitude.
Yeah.
It's traditionally it's a carbonated beverage made with root bark of a tree called sassafras.
Made with sass and fret.
Yeah, it comes with sassafras, which is native in the United States. Its main other ingredients are like water, high fructose corn syrup, caramel coloring, and flavoring. But
Not going to lie.
Now,
I'm disappointed.
If you're buying like root beer at the store in a can, it may or may not actually be made with sassafras. A lot of that is just kind of like root beer flavor, but traditionally, it's sassafras.
And I'm trying to think of a way to describe the flavor other than it's tasty. Because it is. I like root beer. I do like root beer a lot, but I'm trying to think of how to explain the flavor of it. Yeah, it's got like a creamy flavor to it.
Yeah, well, the thing is, though, I don't even know if like creamy is the flavor because of the sassafras, or if it's just because it tends to be.
Yeah.
It's very foamy.
It is foamy. It's a foamy soda. Yeah. Yeah.
Also, a lot of time around here, root beer gets used for making root beer floats, which is pretty much take cup, put ice cream in cup, pour root beer over cup.
Yes. Yeah. The root beer floats are very, very simple and pretty tasty thing over here. I just looked up how people would describe root beer, and the closest thing I can think of with the flavor is probably ginger ice cream. And yeah, kinda. Yeah. That sounds a little familiar. That sounds a little.
I mean,
usually, like it, yeah.
Usually ginger has more of a bite to it, in my opinion.
Yeah.
But that's.
Some root beers can have a bite to them, but others, yeah.
Yeah, look at that normal platypus.
Yeah.
It's just
Absolutely
normal
platypus. Yeah. 100%. Yeah. Okay.
I do like the detail, though, that in platypus form he's got like wild eyes that are pointing different directions.
Yeah. I like that too.
Mm-hmm.
You can.
I know you're happy to stop there, but now I'm
that's
interested
you,
in
Bear.
what's going on.
Yeah, I want to know who these I'm
This is-
curious
I
too,
started
please.
drawing the platypus so that you could continue drawing without feeling awkward.
Yeah, no, we don't need to stop anytime soon. Please continue.
You keep going.
See, I'm just
Also,
looking up stuff
I'm
about
dying to
Sassafras.
know who this is, but yeah. And
The
I
only-
love this drawing.
Only character of ours I can think who has hair like that is Fritz.
Same, yeah. I can only think of Fritz at the moment, but I'm trying to think of
and
others.
I'm up for Fritz being man.
Yeah, I'm up for that too, absolutely. I think we can do him some good.
Oh wow, Sassafras is native to a lot more of America than I thought it was.
Mhm.
Fritz is a
Just
very
like-
good boy. He is.
Mm-hmm.
That's why he's in the comic.
Never committed any crimes. Nope, never, ever.
Anyway, if at any point I get you all here, there's a soda shop that sells like they obviously they're the commercial, but not big mass produced sodas that are
Mm-hmm.
made in small batches in bottles and usually made more traditionally. And I'm going to get each of you a bottle of soda, whatever flavor you want, even if it's bizarre. And boy, howdy, are there some bizarre soda flavors in there.
Excellent.
Very cool.
Also, there's just an entire case that's just different root beers.
Yeah, there are. I can believe that. Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely.
Lemon.
Lemonade.
Lemonade.
I don't have enough space for that.
Lemona.
I
love that. I love
wait,
that
wait,
film.
wait. And then like,
Just pulls off the
hold
edge.
yeah, like that, and then like,
Yeah. I never said Atlas was good at decorating cookies.
Perfect. Yeah.
An attempt was made.
Mm.
I love it. It's perfect. Lemonade.
Lemona.
I'm sure October will understand it.
But you see, he's made lemonade for you.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Perfect.
October can't be scared about Limonada.
Mm-hmm.
That's not scary. That's horrifically confusing. But
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's probably not going to stop them.
I mean, there's also the thought that either Mal or Kay gets it, and it's just
Mm-hmm.
so confused. Especially as October is so scared. They're just like, what? What is this? Blondie. Blondie. That's the one October gets.
Absolutely, yeah.
And Mal gets the Lamona, and then it's just like, what?
Perfect.
No notes.
Mm-hmm.
Heaven, who knows? Are these removal peoples? I'm trying to guess context.
Moving is happening.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, miss? Question. Answer. The Smart note I borrowed one of her dresses to give to Jesse or not.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think Marsh would know. Or care.
Maybe if it came back too stretched out, she might care, but I don't know.
I wouldn't come back.
There is that too.
Oh, I know what this is. Now that's been drawn in,
This
I know
speech
exactly
bubble-
what this is.
The speech bubble says you better not
Oh,
also
sorry.
be carrying the gym bag, and I am. And I have a couple guesses, but I'm still trying to figure it out.
Fair, this is wonderful.
Yeah,
I'm so happy. Look at my boy.
he's a very good boy. Yeah.
Yes, it is microwave.
Microwave? What?
Yeah, it's was that in a conversation we had in public, or was that just either way? Baron Mercury, not Baron Mercury,
Baron
Jesse
Mercury. Best friends.
Oh, just
are gym buddies.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. Okay.
And there was an episode.
Or, well, gym buddies in the sense that Mercury has once joined Jesse for a workout, but Jesse's workouts are a little bit more intense.
Oh, nice. Excellent. Okay. Thank you. Yes.
Mercury fucked around and found out, and is so happy about it.
Oh, that's okay. Got you. Okay.
God.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. They look amazing there. Absolutely, yeah. Sorry. Okay.
Oh,
Microwave is just a really funny nickname.
It is. Yes, it's very good.
It's
Yeah.
got similar
Yeah.
letters to Mercury.
Yeah.
Someone remind me after the stream to get the meme of someone just like pointing at a character and just fully like mispronouncing their name, and it's just Gobbo Miss pointing at Mercury and just going microwave.
That's Odysseus.
Not what I'm called.
It was originally Odysseus
No,
calling
no.
Polyphemus polyamorous. Is the original
Yeah.
meme, I believe.
Oh, was that the original?
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's the original. Is Odysseus, not necessarily from epic, but just Odysseus from Greek myth, calling Polyphemus polyamorous. Yeah.
There's a lot. I've seen a lot of them
Yeah.
flying around.
Yeah, this is very good, Bear. Yeah.
This is wonderful, Bear, and I will be taking notes about how I draw Jessie in the future based on this.
Oh, fuck yeah.
I love when that happens. Someone draws one of your characters and
Yeah,
you're like, yes! That!
That's the one.
I figured that might be Jesse. I couldn't figure out who he was carrying. Yeah. Okay.
My
yes,
first thought
no,
was
it's
Ulan
good.
from what we said before, but the hair was all wrong, so it's
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
that's not.
same. I kept thinking Ulan as well, but the hair was not right, and neither was the face, like the nose and brow and stuff. It wasn't quite.
I mean,
the
also,
brow might
if
be,
he'd
but
be
not the nose.
carrying Ulan would be further down. Ulan is
True,
tall.
yeah. Yeah.
True,
that's
true.
Yeah.
Not let alone Mercury.
Yeah.
Mercury is a tiny little guy. Especially compared to Ulan. Ulan looks like a big cat in human form. Yes, exactly.
Mhm.
Panther.
Yep. Oh.
Ciao.
Oh, yeah.
Chow chow.
Oops.
It's a breed of dog from East Asia.
Oh.
Mm.
Oh, okay.
Very big floof or little
Oh,
floof.
no, little doggy stroller.
Oh, big baby.
He uses his legs properly. And... Aw. Yeah. We can end whenever you want there. No, and you don't need
Yeah.
to promise anything.
I mean, you do need to promise me, but
Yeah, other than
That's
cheat,
unrelated.
Yeah, no, you need to promise cheat.
that's
Yeah.
unrelated.
Yeah.
Unrelated to the stream, at least.
No, I'm glad he was a happy little guy. Oh.
This is absolutely wonderful, Bear, and I am so happy.
Mm. Yeah.
Look at my silly guys.
They're very good.
Not the first Jesse you've drawn. And you've been holding out on me.
Ooh.
Where are the other Jessies? What the fuck,
Well, now
Bear?
now you've made that public.
Bear?
Cheeb's gotta see him.
You need to give Chief the Jessies.
If you want to just hold them for yourself, that's also fine.
I don't know. I'm all good.
I'm just happy to know you've drawn them.
You're allowed to have
Because
secrets.
that makes me think there's more of this good Jessie in the world, and this Jessie is very well drawn, and that makes me really happy, so...
Fuck yeah.
Jessie has a good face for your art style. It works. Yeah, the
I agree
two-sided
with-
Jessie.
Absolutely. They're perfect. Yeah. Two sides of the same coin, yeah.
Yeah. Diversity wing. This bisexual can wear a dress and also carry you up the stairs. Looks okay.
Really?
Yeah,
Perfect.
yeah.
You are correct. There's a theme here, yes.
Not wrong.
indeed.
Kay and Jessie can be workout buddies.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Jay will expire.
Did I make that comic? No, I didn't. It wasn't. No. Jay trying to lift K and then not going.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
think he's got the muscle for that.
No. Well, an idea. We're gonna wrap up soon.
Mhm.
Whenever.
Like you can't even claim there's not a lot of muscle in the arms, but there's plenty of muscle in the leg for lifts. Like I just don't think Jay has the muscle anywhere.
Calling it? We're calling it. We're gonna call it.
Colin,
Swoosh! I've swooshed away.
we're calling it real good.
Thumbs, mad gammon. Yee.
So he has arthritis then. Even worse.
And
Thank you,
RSI.
Bear.
They make a website. Yee. Thank you for Doodles. This was a lovely time. Good chat. Good Doodles. Good friends.
Yeah, thank you.
We'll be here on Tuesday with Horrifying Parsnip representing 13. A game. What we will play.
Thank
Neat.
you.
And we'll be back for more Doodles on Sunday and something on Saturday. We're not sure what, because Lewis can't be here for World War Z. So, yeah.
Something
Yeah.
else.
We'll figure it out. Yeah.
Me. We'll figure it out today. 5 minutes before the stream starts.
Probably
Probably.
figured out on Friday.
Yeah, probably.
No one
Or
knows.
Saturday
Maybe.
morning. Or Saturday afternoon. Yeah. Also, I
To wake you up.
don't know if I should. Sorry, I was wrong about my estimate on when I would next stream earlier, but I think I'm gonna continue Play Obscure tomorrow for anybody interested.
Ooh.
Heads up.
Oh no, how dare you be wrong and give people more of what they want.
Well, I thought it would be earlier last week, but then my car needed some emergency service, and I still don't have my car, and I had to watch my friend's cat, so I slept over at their house for a bit, but they're
Yeah,
back
and
from
then you
their
gave us
trip,
a bunch of good cat pictures, so.
and I gave you a
Cat
bunch of
pictures.
good cat pictures. Yes.
Either way,
Yeah.
it's
Take a
nothing to be sorry for. So stop.
True. Correct.
Stop.
I'll stop apologizing.
I'll
But
whack
yes,
you.
we did finish Act 1, and we will be continuing Act 2. Hopefully tomorrow. Yeah.
There you go. Hopefully, Kara
Okay.
streams tomorrow.
Excellent. Yes. Yeah.
Get the paper. Whatever that.
Get the no. Actually, no. Wait. I will take my hits. Absolutely. Yes.
Mrs. Thrill. Yay. But yeah, until then, have a good. Look after yourselves, Izzes.
Have a good.
Have a good.
Yeah.
See you all around. Goodbye, bye, bye, bye.
Bye.
Okay. Have a good night. Take care. Love y'all. Bye.